YouTube is a game of retention, period. You can have the best advice, the best product, and the best lighting. But if your audience's brain gets bored for even 3 seconds, they click away. And when they click away, the algorithm kills your reach. In the next 5 minutes, I'm going to prove to you that your DIY editing habit is actually the most expensive mistake you're making. I'm going to show you the retention math that the top 1% uses to scale. And by the end, you'll realize that the person holding your channel back isn't the algorithm, it's you, sitting in Premiere Pro at 3 a.m. Most creators suffer from what I call the technician's trap. You think because you spent 15 hours editing a video, it's a good video. But stay with me, because in a few minutes, I'm going to show you a specific 10-second window in every video where 60% of your audience is currently leaving, and why no amount of cool transitions will save you if you don't fix it. Here's the reality. Your audience doesn't care how much you suffered in the edit. They only care about the experience. I've edited videos that took 40 hours and flopped, and I've edited videos where we focused on pacing and storytelling psychology that went viral. If you have 1,000 subscribers, you are a business owner. But right now, you're acting like the janitor, the cook, and the cashier at your own restaurant. If the CEO is flipping burgers, who's opening the second location? No one. That's why you're stuck. Let's talk Hormozy math. If you spend 20 hours editing a video to save $500, you are valuing your time at $25 an hour. If your goal is to make $250,000 a year, your time must be worth $125 an hour. Every hour you spend dragging clips on a timeline, you are literally robbing yourself of $100. And if you think that's bad, wait until we talk about the rewatchability factor. It's the one thing pro editors do that triggers the YouTube algorithm to push your video to suggested feeds globally. I'll break that down in the next section. Why editing is a multiplier. Number 1. The attention arbitrage. A pro editor knows how to reset the attention clock every 6 seconds. Better retention equals more watch time equals YouTube promotes you more. Number 2. Standardization. When you outsource, your quality becomes a floor, not a ceiling. It stays high even when you're tired. Number 3. Volume. If you stop editing, you can film 3 videos in the time it took you to edit 1. That's 3 times the lottery tickets in the algorithm every single week. Now look, I don't run ads on this channel. My payment for these videos is your attention. If you've gotten more value out of the last 3 minutes than you have from the last 3 months of staring at a timeline, hit the subscribe button. My goal is to give you the exact frameworks the top 1% use to scale, so you don't have to spend years making amateur mistakes. If I stop providing value, you can always unsubscribe later. Fair deal? Good. Because now that you understand the math, we need to talk about the psychology of visual fatigue. The biggest pain point I hear from creators like you? I'm working harder than ever, but my views are flat. That's because your content has no visual oxygen. You're talking about business or finance or coaching, serious stuff. But if the screen is just your face for 10 minutes, people get visual fatigue. A professional editor doesn't just cut, they add visual context. We add the B-roll that illustrates your point, the sound effects that trigger dopamine, and the pacing that creates urgency. When you do it yourself, you're too close to the project. You leave in the boring parts because you liked the way you said it. A pro editor kills your darlings so your channel can live. I promise to show you the retention killer. Here it is, the outro. Most of you say, "So in conclusion," or "Thanks for watching." Boom, the graph drops to 0. You just killed your session time. A pro editor creates a bridge to the next video, so the viewer never even realizes they're watching a new upload. That's how you get binge-watched. That's how you get more and more views. Look, you have a choice. You can keep being the bottleneck. You can keep letting your channel be a job that pays you in stress and average view durations. Or you can decide today that your growth is worth the investment. If you've watched this far, it's because the editing and the pacing of this video kept you here. That is the power of a growth multiplier. We have helped thousands of creators cross that 50,000, 100,000, and 500,000 milestone by taking the technical weight off their shoulders. If you have between 5,000 and 50,000 subscribers and you're ready to stop saving money and start making money, click the link in the description. Chat with my team. We don't just edit, we partner with you to turn your channel into a high retention machine. Let's see if we can double your watch time this month. Click the link, stop the 2 a.m. editing sessions, and let's actually grow this thing. Now, if you're ready to stop being a technician and start being a CEO, there's one more thing you need to fix: the first 30 seconds. Most creators lose 60% of their audience before they even finish their first sentence. If you don't master the dopamine hook, my team can't save your video. Click this video right here on the screen. I'm breaking down the exact 3-step framework I use to save dying channels and force people to watch until the very end. Don't just watch it, apply it. Click it now, and I'll see you over there.